what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through my whole routine. So this is going to cover kind of the pre-swing and fundamentals, start of your pre-shot routine, and then going through my whole swing to where I hit the shot. Not just at my finish, but by the time the ball lands. You can actually look at some things during your ball flight, your divot, what happened there to kind of figure out what happened in your shot, if it was good or bad, everything in the middle. So kind of those fundamentals that we're going through, starting from the very beginning of the shot, all the way through to the end when the ball finally stops. Okay? Okay, so to start my shot, first thing I'm going to do is I'm not immediately picking a club out of the bag. I'm not just immediately, I'm going to go hit this club and run up and whack it really fast. There's a little bit more of a thought process here. So to start with, I'm going to look at, let's pretend today I'm hitting right over the pine tree there, just left of the blue hole, and then over the end target is going to be that 200-yard sign, okay? So that's my target. Let's say I know I get my yardage, everything like that, and I figure out I'm going to hit my 7-iron, okay? So that's going to be my club. I know what I'm going to hit. First thing I'm going to do, so I've already confirmed in my mind a couple of things. One, I'm hitting a full 7-iron. I'm deciding I'm hitting a full shot with my 7-iron. So that's one thing right there. Second thing, I've picked my target, and I've picked the line that I'm going to hit that shot at. Second thing I'm going to do, get the ball straightened out here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to stand here behind the ball, and I'm going to do two things. First thing, I'm going to look for an intermediate target in line with the ball and the end of my target. So probably something that stands out, a divot, maybe a tee, a clump of grass that stands out, anything like that works. So I'm going to pick this thing kind of right here. It's right in line, kind of a divot right there. So that's really good, okay? So then after I've got that, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to stand behind the ball. If you want to close your eyes, whatever you want to do, but try to envision that shot. If you want to envision your swing with that too, that's great. But I'm standing back here. You want to kind of be in a comfortable position to where you can just envision that shot real quick. What's going to happen with the ball flight? High, low, is it turning anyway? You're picturing what's going to happen with that shot. Eventually, you're predicting what the outcome is going to be before we actually get to that moment in time. Okay? So I'm standing here for a few seconds. Doesn't take long, maybe 30 seconds. Not even that, maybe 10, 15 at most. Okay? So I'm standing here for a little bit, picturing that shot in my mind, what's going to happen. Then I move up a little bit. I'm still behind the ball here. I'm going to take a couple of practice swings. First thing I want to do is I want to work on whatever I've been working on in my own game. If I feel like everything's on fire, on point, I'm just going to take a couple of good practice swings, kind of how I want that shot to feel, what's going to happen with that shot. Doesn't need to be a real full swing like you're actually going to hit the shot, but a couple of practice swings just to get that motion down, get a feeling of what's going to happen. Okay? So I'm just standing behind the ball again, just to check that intermediate target in line with my target. Now I move up to the ball. First thing I want to do is I want to get that club face aligned so it's pointed right over that mark. Okay? My feet are parallel to that, already it's set up. So I'm set up here right now, everything's aligned. Then I'm going to take my grip. Some of you might have heard the term gas before. Grip, aim. So I'm making sure I'm aimed properly. My feet are parallel just like train tracks over that little mark right there. And my stance. So I take my stance obviously with a 7-iron. Ball is just a little front of forward in my stance in the middle, just a little bit in front of that. My left eye with my 7-iron, and then posture. So now I'm ready to go. So I do that again. I set up, get my posture, kind of do a little waggle, whatever you want to do, get comfortable, set that club down, and go. All right? Fading a little bit, but pretty good. Okay? So one more time, let's go through that whole motion, because obviously that took how long? Probably, what, 2 minutes, yeah?
Yeah, that was a long time.
A little bit too long. So let's go through it all without me talking to you guys. I'm going to go from the beginning all the way through to the end, okay? bit of a fade again, but that's okay. All right? So that's that whole pre-swing, what we're looking for in our swing.